It wasn't difficult filming those scenes because it was really what I lived, And I mean, it's just like everything in my music, I talk about what I live, so it's just basically a representation of that, but visually.
All I ever wanted to do was make music.
But I had to do whatever it takes to protect my family.
Back then, when I started my music career, I was always looking for something different, something not the general corridos, because the corridos would be speaking about stuff that I wouldn't be living about. So I would really speak on just topics that I know about, that I'm comfortable speaking on, singing stories about my friends. And yeah, it was basically from there that I seen that it wasn't something that was gonna be accepted, because it was just, the old school was where it's at, and everybody, once they're set to something, that's what they're set to, It's just like everything else, there was a point in time where those corridos weren't accepted. It was just a matter of growing. They'll like it eventually.
Los cholos de mi cuadrilla me enseñaron la movida. Le pido disculpas a mi madrecita. No es culpa de nadie, yo escogí esta vida. Si me va bien, le va bien.
I mean, my first ever viral moment, we had just released a song with, this was my biggest project to that date, my biggest song, which was Cosas de la Clica. And I released it with Fuerza, Regida, and Legado 7. We released it, I forgot the date, but once we released it, it hit 1 million views in a day. And at that point, it was like something that was unheard of in the Mexican genre. Like, it was just something you would just see in the rap scene. So it was definitely something that was unexplainable, I would never think of ever being able to hit those numbers, And then just to translate that now to a movie, just being in the big motion pictures is just something as a kid that I would always see movies, would never expect myself to see, Man, yeah, it's tough times for my people right now. I feel like tough times won't last, but just like it's always been, the majority of the supporters, have always been Latino, even for whatever project it may be. If it's American, if it's African American, whatever the title might be of a movie. It's a big fan base, and it's something that's definitely gonna be touching the culture, because it is the culture, This is where I come from. I'm Mexican American, but I come from a migrant family that left Mexico to pursue a better dream for their kids, which is me and my 3 older brothers. And, eventually being able to make it for them, and it's the American dream.
In Yuba City, I've been picking fruit for as long as I remember. Migrant workers do what no one else wants to do in this country. Now, it's my turn to live the American dream.
The movie does take place in, going down from Yuba City down to LA and everywhere in between. But I feel like it's just a really deep representation of my life. I was born and raised in Yuba City, California. So that's literally all I know since I was growing up, So it was important, if the movie's about me, show a little bit about what it's really like,
There's no shortcut to your dreams, mijo. Remember that.
My mom used to always tell my dad, what you do in the dark will always come to light. I was about to find out what that means.
I was able to work hands-on with the directors and everybody, basically having my lines ready, my script ready. I was able to be hands-on with saying stuff that I would say, more my lingo, how my people talk, how I talk, like my friends, my group of friends, we just have like a different way of talking, So it's just being able to represent that to the full extent. It's something that I was able to be hands-on with. And to be honest, if it weren't for the directors, I wouldn't be this comfortable, with actually participating and switching up stuff and everything, because they were great. The whole cast everybody was like, this was my first time ever. This is my debut acting. I've never practiced acting. I've never took no type of acting classes whatsoever. So for them to really accept me like they did, it got me really comfortable with, continuing the scene.
All I can do is make my music,
Because music has always been my destiny.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting for in this film, to just motivate kids out there that come from a rough family, from a rough past. It definitely is a teachable moment for the next ones up and coming. And I hope it's inspirational, to just show that you can go out there and get it no matter where you come from, where your roots are.